So the Winter Update 2018 has been out for a few days now, and lots of players have been asking, is the new quest worth doing? Or they check the Tibia wiki and after scrolling halfway through the spoiler they fall asleep. However, the quest is actually surprisingly short and simple, and for people who don't like reading or if you just want to see what you have to go through, this video covers all you need to do in order to gain access to the bosses. In this video I will do things in a different order from the wiki in order to speed up the quest. Keep in mind that this video covers only the access to the bosses. I will try and release an additional video covering the bosses as soon as possible. The quest consists of several missions. Before every mission I will list what items or access quests you need to have. If you want to prepare everything before you start, you can find the full list of requirements in the video description. With that out of the way, let's get started. Start in Edron and leave the city northwest. Find Mizzy, who can roam in a large area. Say hi, entrances and yes. Next go into the northwestern tower in the Edron Magic Academy and use the small enchanted Sapphire on the wooden grinder in order to obtain Sapphire dust, which will be needed later in the quest. Now you need to accept the first main mission. You can go through Tyrsung or Feyrist, however Feyrist is easier and faster. Go down the stairs in the middle tower and use the small emerald on the Earth Shrine. In Feyrist, walk east until you find a portal. Step through and you arrive in the Court of Summer. Head north and down the stairs. Accept the first major mission from Venice by saying hi and task. The NPC will give you a dream talisman, using which you have to charge 8 Wardstones in total. To start with these, go back through the portal to Feyrist and walk southwest until you find the first Wardstone in a stone circle. Use your dream talisman on it and leave Feyrist using the Earth Shrine. Back in Edron, take the boat to Comaya. Go south through the village and turn west at the southern split to find the second Wardstone. Return to Edron and take the boat to Liberty Bay. Equip your diving helmet and have Captain Max take you to Calassa. In a bend to the southeast lies a wreck on which you can go down a ladder in order to charge the third Wardstone. Back in Liberty Bay, talk to Captain Waverider and have him take you to Meriana. Walk east and a little north for the fourth Wardstone. If you don't have a flask of Medusa's ointment, consider going to Nagor while you're here to get it now, as you will need it later during the quest. Head from Liberty Bay to Karlan, go northwest to the ferry and have Nielsen take you to Folder. Take the hole down in the cave, walk northeast down the ladder and down another set of stairs. Follow the path through the water elemental cave almost to the very end and use the dream talisman to charge the fifth Wardstone. To get back to Karlan, say hi, Tibia and yes. Head from Karlan to Swagrond and ask Budel to take you to Okolnir. Walk southeast and up north into a cave, take 2 sets of stairs up and charge the 6th Wardstone here. With 6 out of 8 Wardstones charged, the easiest part is done. From Swagrond, head to the Outlaw camp using the teleporter from Forgotten Knowledge or simply walk there. Over the small bridge to the east you will find the Haunted House. Enter it, go down the stairs and talk to Stricken Soul. Say hi, yes, yes and your character's name. Take the corridor to the south of the NPC. Through the quest door go to the east and south at the bend. Use the skeleton between the spider nests in order to obtain a strange empty bucket. Go back north and down the hole. Use your bucket on the mutated eggs for a chance to fill the bucket with ectoplasm. Do so quickly as the bucket is leaky and might lose some ectoplasm you collected. Once the bucket is full of ectoplasm, run back up and south where you found the skeleton. Use the full bucket on yourself and step in front of the door covered with pure energy. If you did everything correctly, you will be teleported to the other side. Leave through the quest door north and the cellar part of the mission is done. Head to Darashia and walk northwest. Near the entrance to the deep desert lies the tomb. Enter it and you will find sarcophaguses covered in ectoplasm. Use them for a chance to obtain a strangely ornamented key. You can use a sarcophagus every 30 seconds, so protecting yourself with bombs or walls is not a bad idea. It doesn't matter if you obtain them yourself or someone gives them to you, you need 2 keys and they expire within 30 minutes, so don't wait too long. In the middle of the dungeon are 2 large pillars with a lock. Once you have the 2 keys, use the pillars to get teleported into a small room with an onyx on a pedestal. Use the onyx to get teleported back and the mission is done. Take the boat to Port Hope and walk northeast from the depot. Enter the temple and start killing Gazer Spectres. Your goal is to loot 4 golden idols of Tuk. They expire after 10 minutes, so you have to hurry. If there are too many other players in the cave and looting the idol is hard, you can loot them one by one and bring each into your depot, as the timer does not tick down while the idol is in there. Once you have 4 idols, go northwest and down the stairs. Go west through the quest door and use 1 idol each on the 4 pedestals. To leave the room, walk north and through the vines. If they grow while you step on the field, you take heavy damage based on your level. However, there are some fields where the vines never grow. Either watch carefully or mark the spots as players on Antika did and you will pass without even taking damage. The next mission also takes place in Port Hope. Either take the boat to Bermuda or go northeast from the depot and talk to Andrew Lies. Ask him about materials and go through the door just by him and down the hole. The cave you entered consists of 3 floors. Top floor has mainly lumbering carnivores and some spiky carnivores. Second floor has mainly spiky carnivores and some lumbering and menacing carnivores. And the third floor has mainly menacing carnivores. Kill them in order to obtain 50 blue glass plates from lumbering carnivores, 15 green glass plates from spiky carnivores and 5 violet glass plates from menacing carnivores. Once you have that done, leave the cave. Make sure you have enough supplies before you talk to Andrew Lies about materials. He will give you a chargeable compass, a golden axe and apply a bait to you that lasts for 10 minutes. Since the bait only works for 10 minutes and costs 5000 gold to reapply, I recommend going to -3 right away and walking around the outer ring until a Lucifuga Aranea appears. Kill it and take the poison gland. Use the golden axe on the red crystals on the 3rd floor, a green crystal stalagmite on floor 2 or a crystal column until you get 5 blue crystals, 3 green crystals and 1 violet crystal. Return to Andrew Lies and obtain a violet charged compass by saying hi and unleash. Use the compass on the stone just north of the hole to receive one of 3 possible rewards from the brass shot chest. Leave through the teleporter north and talk to Andrew Lies again. Go down to the 3rd floor and use the charged compass on the Wardstone in the middle. If you are an idiot like me who lost the charge on the compass because I used it on the stone north of the hole twice, bring another violet crystal to Andrew Lies and pay 100,000 gold to get the compass charged again and use it on the Wardstone on -3. With 7 out of 8 charges done, head back to the haunted house near the outlaw camp. Take the same way as last time, however this time you go through the quest door and the green force field. Head north and west through the corridor. Go north at the split and head into the small room east. Take the stairs down to the south, then take the path into the room northwest. In the upper right corner you can see a barrel which has some rubbish on top. Use it to get the acid resistant fishing rod. In the room south of this one you can find another set of stairs to go down. Go west and south until you reach a big acid lake. Use the fishing rod on the pool once in order to learn the first of 4 words. Take the way you came and go up a floor to head east. Use the barrel almost in the corner with the blood on the wall next to it. you learn the second word. Follow the corridor south and east, then take the next path north until you find a statue. Use it to learn the third word. Pass the quest door and follow the corridor to the east all the way, then turn north and take the next path west. At the very end of it, enter the northern room and use the upper part of the straw bed for the fourth word. Backtrack the way you came to the stairs where you went down earlier. Turn west this time though. Follow the corridor and levitate down at the end of it. Use the book on the altar in the middle of the room. Then the books in order: northwest, southeast, southwest, and northeast at last. If you did this correctly, you will be teleported to a room with a lever that teleports up to 5 players to the Faceless Bane. In order to defeat this boss, players must step on all the iron tiles in the room to stop the boss from healing and damage it while it doesn't. Once it is almost dead, it summons one of all the specters and goes back to being almost invincible. In our case, we had to wait for a bit before we could use the tiles again to damage the boss. It heals back up to full health 3 times, and the 4th time it dies. Once it's dead, leave the room and take the teleporter south to exit the area. Then turn west and use the Wardstone in order to power it. With all 8 Wardstones being powered, you can now proceed to the next part of the quest. Heading back to the Summer Court, make sure to stop by, for example in Benor, in order to purchase a juice squeezer. Bring the sapphire dust we made in the beginning of the quest, also a flask of Medusa's ointment from the Cursed Crystal quest. In case you don't have one, grab a Ghostsilver Lantern from the death portal in the Halls of Hope, or have a friend give you one. Another item you need is a crowbar or one of the Secret Service tools. In the Court of Summer, pick up the colorful mushroom at the stump northwest of the building and the anatomy book in the bookshelf in the lower west of the Summer Court. Hunt the monsters in the Summer Court in order to obtain a sunfruit and a dream essence egg, or just buy them off the market. There is a chance to find the sunfruit in the labyrinth by using a sunfruit bush, however they might be taken, so I recommend getting the fruit early. Once you have all these items prepared, use the juice squeezer on the sunfruit to obtain a bottle of sunfruit juice. Then use the sapphire dust on the bottle, and finally use the dream essence egg on the bottle to make magical paint. Take the stairs up twice and get the rose bush from the chest northeast, then enter the portal. Walk the path south all the way until you get to a small garden-like section. Use the rose bush on a small earth heap in the circle of roses. Take the path you came about halfway up, then take the stairs down to the east. Open the chest to the north to obtain the Minotaur skull. Go west and south at the split, then east at the next crossing. You will find a table made of doors. Use your crowbar or Secret Service tool on the right side of it to obtain an old lock. Leave the room and walk north. Use the flask of Medusa's ointment on the petrified door in order to pass. Take the next path east and through the circle-like section. Use the wall while you carry the Ghostsilver Lantern in order to pass this door. In the next room, go upstairs. Go to the west and take the second path south. Open the chest in the small room to get a troll skull. Take the way east and south and then all the way east and to the northwest. Use your magical paint on the painting north of the room. Backtrack to the big room west and take the portal to the Winter Court. Go south and down the stairs, then pick up an orc skull from the frozen chest to the north. Go back the way you came into the Dream Labyrinth. Then northeast down the stairs you came up earlier. Go west and follow the path south until you arrive at another quest door. Eat the colorful mushroom and you can pass it. In the next room, use the Minotaur skull on the left coffin, the orc skull on the middle one, and the troll skull on the right coffin. You must have the anatomy book with you. Go on and use the old lock on the empty door to pass the last of the 7 doors. Follow the path south until you find a golden portal to the north of a round room. Once you enter it, you'll find yourself in another room with an ornament in the middle that looks like your dream talisman. Step on it and you will be teleported to the Dream Scar, where you will find the arena to the north. Talk to one of the Elves east or west and pick whether you want to fight under the banner of the Winter Court or the Summer Court, and you can enter the teleporter north to get to the boss switch. The boss changes every single day, so you have a different boss to fight every day. I will cover the bosses in other videos soon. And that's it, you have access to the bosses. What's left to explain is the way to leave the area and the shortcut back. To leave the area, take the ladder down to the southwest. You will find two portals with signs. The western portal gets you to the outside of the Winter Court in Tyrsung, and the eastern one brings you to the Summer Court instead. The ladder down is where you fight the final boss. To come back here quickly, enter the Dream Labyrinth through the Court of Summer by going up the 2 sets of stairs. Go south and take the stairs to the west. Go west and south at the crossing and pass through the door. Follow the path along the south and take the portal in the north as you did during the 7 Keys mission, and step on the floor ornament as before. And that's all there is to know in order to gain access to the bosses of the Dream Court's quest. I'd like to offer a special thank you to Bijou and Nasty, who helped me get through the quest quickly, though my level is sort of low for these areas. It's always fun playing with you guys. I hope this video helped you get through the Dream Courts quickly, without being too confusing. I appreciate any feedback. Thanks for watching guys, and see you next time.